Oh, got to keep rolling, Rock. Early second half from the Compton Tartar Classic, Antelope Valley and Pierce College. It's a 2-point lead for L.A. Pierce. Edwards came out in the second half, hit a triple to give the Brahmas a 4-point lead, but the Marauders able to answer back with a couple of free throws from Ellie Gomesy, who now has 18 in the game, to cut it back to 2. The other storyline, Kevin Fasu, as McIntyre misses the long 3 and Gomesy collects another rebound, is Kevin Fasu now has 4 fouls, so he heads back to the bench. And we'll see how long Casey Weitzel will elect to keep him on the bench. He has been in foul trouble throughout. Meanwhile, a turnover in the backcourt, and Follings able to finish and tie the game up at 47. So after the Brahmas had taken a 4-point lead, the Marauders answer back, and we're back to a tie game. McIntyre had 15 in the first half. That pass tipped and intercepted by Bell. Bell angles into the front court. Hard drive to the glass, lays it in. Stephon Bell. And the athleticism on display. A quick 6-0 run, and Antelope Valley back up 2. Here is McIntyre. Gets a screen from Iosifan. Guillory, a drive on Troop. Fade away is good. We talked about Guillory averaging nearly 12 a game, and he gives a nice offensive lift to this lineup. Lord with the block on Follings. Brahma's back looking for the lead. Edwards open for 3, and that's good. Edwards has not missed here today. He's now 5 for 5 from the field. A couple of threes here in the second half, and Pierce College back out in front by 3, and you have to be aware of where Max Edwards is on that perimeter. Brown will try to answer from 3. That's off the back iron, no good. A foul on the rebound. It's going to go against Antelope Valley, so it'll go back to Pierce College. 16:27 to go in the ball game. Antelope Valley led by as many as 10 in the first half. And now the Brahmas have come all the way back, and they lead it by 3. Rodriguez, guarded by Riley, finds Guillory. Skip pass, Reed wide open for 3. That's no good. Rebound on the floor. Gomesy now with 8 rebounds in the game to go along with 20 points. Hard drive from Follings. Payton starts a drive, kicks it out. Follings open for 3. That's no good. Rebound on the floor to Rodriguez. Guillory back the other way. Scores in close. And now the Brahmas have their largest lead at 5. Riley, that pass nearly intercepted, but Brown's got it. Drops a pass down low, good feed, but Gomesy can't come up with it. Reed jets into the front court, drives on Riley, missed the layup. But Rodriguez with the steal. Edwards going to try for 3 again, around and out. Boy, that was halfway down for Max Edwards. Marauders dodge a bullet. Meanwhile, Riley drives, scoops, and scores, and that gets it back to a 3-point game. And a timeout taken. Back and forth action, 15-10 to go in the ballgame. 54-51, Pierce College with the lead. It's the Compton Tartar Classic here on SoCalCollegeSports.com. Brahmas will work at the length of the court, working from left to right here in the second half. in the black jerseys, Antelope Valley in the gray. Bell pressuring Rodriguez, and Rodriguez going to turn this one over. Good pressure from Bell. Forces the turnover, gets it back for Antelope Valley. Neither team a major issue with turnovers in the first half. Pierce with 6, Antelope Valley with just 5. Riley guarded by Reed. This is Bell. Bell's had a quiet game so far. Just 4 points. Peyton looking for Gomesy on the feed. And that off of Ellie Gomesy's hands. So back-to-back turnovers. Still a 3-point game. Reed in the corner. Drives on Peyton, kicks it outside. McIntyre passes on the 3, goes to Edwards. Edwards now with 15 in the game. A couple of threes here in the second half. Reed finds Rodriguez. Might have gotten away with a travel. Reed will try for 3 again, in and out. Aisafat on the offensive glass, and the Brahmas will have another chance. Rodriguez drives the lane, kicks it out. Reed fakes the 3, baseline drive, hangs and scores. Creed Reed with the finish. Back to a 5-point game. Good feed to Bell. He missed the dunk. Back come the Brahmas. McIntyre in from the right. Guarded by Brown. Well, the Brahmas will look to set up. McIntyre hoists a 3 and buries it. Anthony McIntyre gives the Brahmas their largest lead of the game at 8. Now the Marauders need an answer. Riley. Brown with a jump stop in the lane, lost his footing on the way up. Appears to be okay. The Brahmas want to run. It's a 4-on-3 if they hurry. Riley with the good hands, able to steal that. Ahead to Peyton. Peyton in on Rodriguez, hangs in the air, and Rodriguez fouled him. Good foul from Rodriguez. And he'll send Julian Peyton to the line where he shoots 77%. Well, the Marauders got off to a fast start. But the Brahmas, after a sluggish start, have picked it up. And they have played outstanding for much of this game, especially in this second half. They led by just 1 at the break. They have pushed it out to 8, but now Peyton's free throws cut it back to 6. Reed starts a drive. Good feed to Aisafat. Turnaround shot for Aisafat is good. Good patience from Michael Aisafat. He converts back to an 8-point game. Riley drives the lane. Scoop is good. So Riley gets the roll. Back to a 6-point game. Both of these teams, despite their divergent records, been in a lot of close games this year, and their point totals pretty much even early in the season. So not a surprise that this has been a nip-and-tuck affair. Rodriguez, good feed to Edwards, who will lay it in. And Rodriguez with the steal. Edwards misses the shot from in close, and Peyton with the rebound in a crowd. Now it's a 3-on-1 if the Marauders can hurry. Johnson will try for 3, missed everything. Foul going to go against Brown, going over the back of Creed Reed. 11:58 to go in the first half, or I should say in the second half. And the Brahmas with an 8-point lead and the ball. You're watching Antelope Valley College basketball, brought to you by the Cochran Firm and Hunter Dodge. were right over the Pierce huddle. Casey Weitzel talking to his team, and his message was very succinct. Keep putting it on them. And that's exactly what the Brahmas have been doing here for the last several minutes, as they have started to take control in this one. An 8-point lead after they trailed by as many as 10 in the first half. Meanwhile, for John Taylor and his Marauder squad, need to come up with an answer. Cohen open for three. He knocks that down. You can't leave Eli Cohen open. He's got 4 threes in the game, 14 for the game. Meanwhile, Johnson on the drive picks up the foul. Is this going to be Guillory or Edwards? Or I should say, excuse me, Aisafat, and it's going to be on Aisafat. That'll be his second foul, but it will send Johnson to the line. The Brahmas now with an 11-point lead. And the 3-ball has been critical. Edwards with a couple, Eli Cohen with 4 in the game. And the Marauders with some difficulty locating the shooters on the perimeter. And the Brahmas have made them pay. Johnson's second free throw is in the air and in the basket, 66-57. Well, it's hard to make a run when you're trading baskets, especially when you're giving up threes. So we'll see if the Marauders can steady the defense and make a run. They've got plenty of time. 11:28 to go in the ballgame. Guillory finds Edwards, spins baseline, back out to Guillory. Aisafat, he traveled. Payton, along with Johnson, Riley, Gomesy, and Brown on the floor for Antelope Valley. Cohen, Guillory, Reed, Edwards, and Aisafat on the floor for the Brahmas. Payton hooks a pass to Brown, quickly outside to Johnson. Back up top, shot clock at 10. Payton fakes the three. They work it around Johnson, open for three, bang! Stevie Johnson knocks down a triple. Back to a 6-point game. Here come the Marauders. Well, that was terrific ball movement by Antelope Valley, ending up with a good look for Johnson from the corner. Aisafat holding. Gomesy all over him. And it's going back to Antelope Valley. So Ellie Gomesy, with a good pressure defense, creates the turnover. And after the Brahmas had stepped out to an 11-point lead, Antelope Valley has come back with 5 straight, and they've got the ball. Jalen Riley returning to the lineup after missing 4 games. Off to Johnson. They get it around to Riley. Good feed down low. Brown's turnaround, around and out. The rebound off of Gomesy. Back to Pierce College. That was a good look for Gianni Brown. Brown averaging 11.3 a game, but he has just 2 points here in this one. McIntyre off to Edwards. Haro has checked in for the Brahmas. Shot clock at 9. McIntyre gonna have to create. Step back 3. Barely grazed the rim, but Gomesy collects the rebound. Riley back to Payton, open for 3. Julian hits. Payton with the smooth stroke. Back to a 3-point game. 66-63. 8-0 run for Antelope Valley to get back into this one. Edwards off to Haro. Pick and roll. You can't execute it any better. And Edwards lays it in off the good feed from Haro. 68-63. Payton splits a double team, kicks it back outside. Johnson hits from the same spot he did just a minute ago. So Johnson with a couple of threes. The 11-2 run has Antelope Valley back within 2. Terrific response from John Taylor's bunch. Edwards working down low against Gomesy. Spins baseline. Shot no good, but McIntyre gets on the offensive glass. He averages over 5 rebounds a game on the season. Comes up with a terrific offensive rebound and finish there. He's got 21 in the game. And Pierce goes back up 4, 8:29 to go. It's a good one here in the Compton Tartar Classic. Riley will bring it in for the Marauders as Pierce shows full court pressure. Riley working against Guillory. He's over the line. Payton checked by Haro. Starts a drive into the lane. A whistle before the shot. It's going to be Haro with a push. So a non-shooting foul. And the Marauders will bring it in baseline right. 8:12 to go. Shot clock at 20. Payton back outside. Riley finds Johnson. Fakes the 3. Baseline jumper from Gomesy is good. Gomesy with 22. 2-point game. Well, when we did Antelope Valley College games last year, a lot of close games. Something about this team. They like the drama. Another close ball game here. McIntyre with a drive on Gomesy. Terrific body control as McIntyre able to finish. He's got 23 to lead all scorers. Riley driving on Guillory. Johnson, his foot was on the sideline. That's a heartbreaker for Antelope Valley as Johnson drained the triple. But his foot was on the line before the shot, so the turnover gives it back to Pierce. Haro gets a high screen from McIntyre. Payton able to come up with the steal. Riley overran it. Boy, they're thinking 2-on-1 as Payton had leaked out and Riley unable to track down that ball. It slips behind him and out of bounds and an opportunity lost for Antelope Valley. 7:22 to go. And the Brahmas have the 4-point lead in the ball. That's a disappointing last 30 seconds if you're a Marauder fan. Watching this one, shot from Johnson, he had his foot on the line, and there, a steal and a near breakaway. But they can't come up with it. McIntyre off the screen. That one rims around and out. Payton jets over the timeline, fouled again. This one against Pierce, it's going to go against Rodriguez. And Rodriguez, little used this season, coming in, appearing in just a couple of games, but he has given them a nice lift off the bench here today. Kevin Fasu has been battling foul trouble almost throughout, and a turnover on the throw-in as the pass wide of Payton, and there you suspect is just kind of a careless turnover for Antelope Valley, and they give away a possession. 72-68. Guillory between the circles. Rodriguez off to Edwards. Shot clock at 15. Guillory driving, scoring, and a foul. Johnson commits the foul. Guillory going to head to the line. He's in double figures with 12. One more coming here as he'll head to the line. Jalon Tinnon in the game now with Gomesy. Johnson, Riley, and Payton on the floor for Antelope Valley. Rodriguez, Guillory, Lord, McIntyre, and Edwards on the floor for Pierce. Three-point conversion, 75-68. Riley directing traffic. Kicks it out to Payton. Payton one-on-one with Rodriguez, and Rodriguez got him with the body, and this could very easily be a 1-and-1. I am blocked from the team foul section where I'm standing. Well, non-shooting foul for their part. Antelope Valley with just 2 team fouls here with 6:30 to go in the second half. But they trail it by 7. And a foul off the ball against Antelope Valley. Johnson committing the foul, setting the screen. His second foul. But perhaps more importantly, it gives the ball back to Pierce as they lead it by 7 as we wind down to 5:20 to go. Edwards kicks it back out to Guillory. The Brahmas in no hurry. Shot clock at 15. Guillory drops it for Lord. Off to McIntyre. Shot clock at 9. McIntyre guarded by Payton. Off to Guillory. Guillory with the shot clock at 4. Good hands from Gomesy. Guillory tries to fire from long range. That one's partially blocked. Here comes Antelope Valley, and Payton's pass intercepted by Guillory. Guillory into the front court. Edwards open for 3. No good. Rebound to McIntyre. In a crowd. Out to Rodriguez. Lord will try for 3. Missed everything. Well, that's a fresh shot clock there for Pierce. And Lord elects to take the quick 3 and missed. Was pretty open.